सदाशिवसमारम्भां शङ्कराचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. I welcome you all with my love and respects. Today is Ashramites Day. The subjects Ashramites have suggested for today is Children of God. But I tell you, you are very gods. Why should you just be children? Understand? Ashramite means you already have achieved that first level of Salokya Mukti, living in his world, living in his very physical presence, where the cosmos is vibrating in the frequency in which you are also vibrating. Please understand. Usually, either cosmos vibrates in the human frequency, you don't get to be near that human frequency, or you get to be in the human frequency, cosmos does not vibrate in the human frequency. It is very rare, very, very, very rare. In the 6 billion people, very few, negligible, just not even 1,000, few hundreds, only recognize that cosmos is vibrating in the very frequency. Their body, they are vibrating, and get a chance to be near that vibration. It's a huge process. Don't think just you saw my photo somewhere and read a few words about me and attended some program and you are here. No. That is the way many were here. I don't want that crowd. Now I don't have. That is why I made it really, really, really. You need tremendous courage now to be here. Understand? In those days we used to sit in Himalayas. So it's with a lot of difficulty you need to reach there. Now I just created Himalayas around me. Every day the newspaper articles are the Himalayas. You need to cross that to be here. Understand? You need to cross that to be here. So, unless you have that tremendous stability, it's impossible to be here. For this phenomena to happen, cosmos need to come down and vibrate in your frequency. You need to rise up and vibrate in the frequency of the cosmos. For you need to vibrate in the frequency of the cosmos, some of the unnecessary load needs to be removed from you. I do not teach the physical renunciation, means giving up everything. But I do need to make sure, at least mentally, you are renounced. Insecurity is the best thing to teach mental renunciation. No other way. When you go through the insecurity, it's literally acid wash. Unless you have complete mental renunciation, you can't handle. Osho says in one place, utter insecurity is living enlightenment. I am literally making you guys live it. One side, the extraordinary security. The other side, the extraordinary insecurity. You are always on the verge of possibility. One side, if you see, wow, we have a great future. The other side, if you see, you don't know what will happen tomorrow. Playing on the verge of huge possibility. I can say that is the ultimate excitement. My message for ashramites today is keep your body and mind, muscle memory ready to play with this ultimate possibility continuously. Be ready to play with this ultimate possibility continuously. How to keep that excitement to play with these possibilities continuously, because sometimes it tires. Oh God, can I just forget about everything and rest? No. Keep the seeking alive continuously. Keep the seeking alive. If you wanted to forget everything and lie down and rest, you are already in graveyard. Not just physical graveyard, psychological graveyard. I tell you, continuously think for life. Play with life. So few hundreds who already became ashramite, my message for you all, keep the seeking alive. Keep your decision to update yourself continuously alive. Working inside your inner space and constantly transforming should be there. Life. Do not have the goal of enlightenment. If you have the goal of enlightenment, with that scale you may depress yourself. Oh, still I have not done that, still I have not done that, still I have not done that. No. Keep the continuous spiritual growth as goal. I am more than yesterday. I am more than yesterday. I am more than last hour. Keep the continuous growth as goal. My message to all the people who are already in the ashram, vibrating with the frequency of the cosmos, keep the spiritual growth, continuous spiritual growth as a goal. In every thought, every word, every action, see, am I growing? Am I going up? Am I going up? Am I going up? Keep that as a goal. Keep that as a goal. For all the few billions who are yet to become ashramite, my message for all of you is do it as early as possible. By being ashramite, you give the tremendous freedom to the cosmos to play with you. Not just with words. See, when I talk and you listen, I play with you only through words. When you become ashramite and start living I play with you with your very life. When you listen just to my words, it gives you the completeness in the field of verbalization. So you have many fields of energies. In the field of verbalization, you are feeling filled, overflowing, contented. If you live with your life, with me, your very body, your very life feels fulfilled, overflowing, content. You are complete with your very life. It is literally Salokya Mukti, means living in his very vibrancy. Now practically we become our world, because the way in which the things are understood, projected in the just outside our campus and inside our campus, we have literally become a separate world. I used to visualize an intense energy field of shining light ball, and outside an ordinary dullness. I used to see. Now I am literally seeing it. This is life. This is life. Feel blessed. You are still vibrating in the highest possible frequency of the Master. Understand, there is no logic why you are here except grace on you. I have seen, see, especially during the scandal, it is just the decision of this or that, that's all. There was no other scale. The negativity was so high, practically almost everybody was uprooted. Whether, see, it's like if the flood in the river was less, small plants only will be uprooted. The flood was so much, even the huge trees were uprooted. Then, what's the logic? Who is in this bank and who is in that bank? Nothing. Just a simple logic. Some trees have decided to land on this, move to this corner. Some have decided to move to that corner. That's all. Feel blessed. You decided to move to the right corner. Right corner. Feel blessed. You decided to move to the right side. Because now we know how many plants, trees moved the wrong side are dead, crying and feeling missed, unfortunate. And just practically I did a Ghora Tandava of logicless chaos, a literal Kala Bhairava, a logicless chaos. There is a beautiful description of Chinnamasta in Dasamahavidyas. She just cuts her own head and drinks the blood which comes out. 3 streams of blood comes out of her head. She drinks 1 stream with her own head, and the two streams she shares with her attendants. All three are having party with our own blood. I can say literally I did the game of Chinnamasta. Enough. Now it is time to play the game of Dakshinamurti. We have ended the Kala Bhairava game, but just to give a taste, how it feels. The ordinary superficial emotions and sentiments are not qualification to experience the highest possible frequency of the living master, an incarnation. Understand? That is not the qualification to experience the intense energy expression. In Tamil Vedanta, in Tamil there is a great Vedanta tradition. They start with something called Chatana Chadushtaya Sambatti. Means, if you have to learn Vedanta from a living enlightened being, this four thing has to be qualified. The tradition is called Kovilur Parampara. In Tamil Nadu, southern Tamil Nadu, there is a great Adinam. They have that tradition. It's called Tamil Vedanta Sampradaya. In that, the first thing they call it Chadana Sadushtaya Sambatti. This four qualification has to be there, only then you can learn, study and experience it from a living master. So I saw, just with ordinary flimsy emotions, without having the stability of sadhana sadhushtaya, many have started becoming ashramites. And I do not know how to filter, how to cleanse. I decided, come on. That's all I actually did. And now we have a strong, vital, diamond, dynamic Sangha, an ashram. So remember, you all won the game in that cosmic chaos. It's literally cosmic chaos. So of course, anything I don't do it in a grand way. I don't do it in a small way. And we are not habituated for small things. Whether it is a creating a positive wave or a scandal, we are not habituated for small things. We create big things. And we frighten two big people for no reason. Just an ordinary 33-year-old man. Oh, now we have a problem, whether man or woman or even that. There's a big controversy. Okay, 33-year-old person is going to his native place just to do puja in his temple. As usual, every year as he goes, who has nothing. He doesn't have a army or a terrorist, nothing. All he has is, he can tell the truth in a very eloquent way where people can understand. Nothing else. I'm going there just to do my regular puja in the temple. Evening, I'm going to just sit in the ashram, and whoever comes to listen to my words, I'm going to talk to them. That's all. I'm really surprised. When the cosmos vibrates in the highest possible frequency, some souls just catch it and raise themselves to that highest frequency. They are enlightened beings. Some at least click with it and gather around that frequency so that they can raise themselves to the highest frequency. Ashramites. Some try, but unfortunately miss. Fallouts. So different frequency I'm explaining. Some frequencies try to attack and very badly attack themselves. Now, see, different frequencies. Some frequencies raise, they become enlightened frequency. Some frequencies may not be able to raise, but stay around so that they can raise Ashramites frequency. Some frequencies try to raise and unfortunately fallout frequency. Some try to attack and hurt themselves finally. So many different frequencies. I don't have a battalion, police power, media power. All I have is just few village boys and girls. And I used to have 3 magazines, which is not there now. We neither have media. As far as political power concerned, we are in minus. As far as the money power concerned, we just raise money to eat, to keep these things alive. We are proving the power of patience and silence. For political organization, how many people they can meet, how much they can beat is their power. For spiritual organizations, how much we can stand is our power. When you keep the seeking alive, it creates such a huge inner space. Anybody try to blow, you can just blow them off. Understand? If the inner space is vast, no attack can be done on you. Seeking makes your inner space vast. Don't be frozen. Be always alive. Keep the seeking alive. Keep the spiritual growth, everyday spiritual growth, as the goal of life. How much you have transformed, how much you are in peace, how much restful awareness you are creating in you, how much of the bliss vibrations you are living and radiating and sharing. Let that be the essence and goal and achievement of your life. I bless you all to achieve, experience, live, express, radiate and share the eternal bliss. Nityananda. Thank you.